Yeah, so this movie makes girl bosses without doing it over the top like Marvel movies these days.
Yep. MCU is what they call it.
The MCU. Yep.
Welcome to Tairimo Boys podcast. I'm your host Cody. With me in second chair is the boy I'm going to throw in Nutty Putty Cave after this review. It's Jeremy.
Fair enough.
Ryan's out of office this week, so Jeremy recommended the movie. So we're going to be reviewing the horror movie, The Descent. So Jeremy, I got a question for you. Where'd you find this movie?
Years and years ago, one of the only good things that came from an ex is this movie.
Oh, that's what I thought. That is exactly what I thought. I was watching this movie. It's like this had been something his ex-wife was watching or something.
100%. You got me. But no, I remember watching this movie, and this was my first rewatch in many years. I still enjoy this movie to this day.
Well, I think the viewers at home can tell by my tone I'm not a happy camper.
Oh, no, you're not. That's why I suggested this one.
Well, that's why Cody has the best punishment movies.
I'll take one for the team on this one because I do actually legitimately love this movie. I was due for a rewatch.
And it's my first time watching it. And you've been recommending this for years. Like I literally checked, it's been in our backlog since 2024.
Oh yeah, I've mentioned this one for years, and you're welcome, Ryan. You didn't have to watch this one.
Jeremy literally stated this isn't a Ryan movie. You know what? It's not Cody movie either.
Oh, I know it's not, but I am interested to hear your take on it.
Okay.
Besides just a grumpy Cody.
I mean, I am going to treat this review seriously. So
there you go. Okay.
Fair
enough. So this was your first watch. You cannot tell me you weren't claustrophobic at parts.
That's exactly what this movie relies on. It's claustrophobia and jump scares, but I'll complain about that in a bit. So, Jeremy,
I was hoping for that.
Have we given our first thoughts or what?
Yes.
Okay. So those are our first thoughts. But yeah, I've said before, like I'm not a fan of horror movies. Whenever I'm watching a horror movie, like I need like maybe I would assume like kind of a character mascot type thing with like Freddy and Jason or Alien.
Fair.
But this is more just a general horror movie.
Not what you expect from a cave diving adventure. Or maybe it is. I don't know. I'm not a cave diver. I've been in my fair share of abandoned mines, but never explored a new cave.
I'll live without going into a cave. Well, I've been into a cave before, a tour type thing, but
oh yeah.
It was nothing like this. I can tell you that.
But now, let me ask you, Cody, if you go on a cave tour again, would this movie be in the back of your mind?
Well, I wouldn't be going through small crevices. I can tell you, the cave I went into, it was a tourist attraction, and the tour group was like 30 people. So
your odds are a lot better.
Like I said, I'm just not a fan of horror movies, especially ones like this where it's just digging too much into the horror element of it. And I will say this too. I like the Five Nights at Freddy's movies, and those were the first one only had a couple jump scares, and the second one had more jump scares. But I mean that goes back to they're kind of mascot driven too. But
yeah,
I think in the second movie there's like only one jump scare that got me good. But like I'm the kind of person who sees jump scares usually laughs. The thing that this movie...
Were you laughing with this?
No, I was not. I was getting ready to say the thing this movie does really well is that it has these calm moments right before jump scares you. It just jump scares you right out of nowhere.
You don't get a chance.
I figured out the formula by the time we got like halfway through the movie.
So you could brace yourself a little bit.
I was doing the nostalgia critic thing of jump scare, jump scare, jump scare. Damn
it! like we said, this was not a Ryan movie.
Yeah, I've just never been a fan of the jump scare genre, Ryan especially. So, but anyways, a little bit about the movie. For probably the majority of people haven't ever heard of this movie because it's a British movie. Came out in 2005. Budget on it was £3.5 million. It made $57.1 million. So you had to distinguish between the two currencies.
Which I am not smart enough to do.
I think like pounds is like double dollars, so probably around a
Oh,
$6-7 million budget.
fair enough.
So it did extremely well. I know critics and audiences love it, even though it's not a Cody
Mhm.
thing. The idea behind it is like six girlfriends go cave diving. They end up trapped, and there's like cave goblins in the cave, and they gotta find a way to escape.
Good way of describing them.
And that's it for the movie.
Pretty much. You just summed it up.
That. All right, thanks for coming to the review, everyone. Hated the movie. See ya.
Like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that motherfucking button.
Ring it, not hit it.
Ring it.
Okay, so let's dissect the movie a little bit.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna start with my main complaint about the movie.
Jump scares.
Well, that maybe. Okay, number 2 complaint: the first 20 minutes of this movie.
Fair. I know what you're getting at.
Yeah, I was watching this, and this was at the point I was like, does Jeremy like this because his ex-wife liked it? Because the first 20 minutes of it is just girl drama. Like, I didn't even know this was going to be a monster movie. Like, I thought it was just going to be girls stuck in a cave.
So now you know why I didn't
Like-
want to spoil anything about this movie.
Yeah. At the beginning, the first 20 minutes of the movie was like, why the hell does Jeremy like this movie?
Well, it opens up like a Final Destination movie. And that really doesn't hold anything till towards the end.
Well, so I'm going to complain. The beginning of the movie, it's just out of jump scare out of nowhere. Like they're driving home, and the husband hits like another vehicle, and then copper pipes shoot through their windshield and kill like the husband and the daughter.
Jump scare out of nowhere.
Jeremy, what was the point of this? Like, why did this need to be in the movie?
To set tension, Cody.
It did not need to set tension.
It did because it was insinuated that the second lead character, Juno, had an affair with the husband of the girl that lost her husband.
Were they having an affair?
Yes, it's insinuated. Juno even says it like 3/4 of the way through the. No. She says it, I think halfway through the movie or something like that. That we all lost something in that crash.
Oh, well, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it was just to set tension. But yeah, the following 20 minutes was just slow, boring shit.
Say you took that out of the movie, what would you lose out of the movie?
You would lose the comeuppance, the tension behind the comeuppance.
No,
in
you
the end.
No, you wouldn't, because that could be written off as she accidentally killed like the other girl.
Could have accidentally killed the other girl, but would it feel as much of a comeuppance? It wouldn't even be a comeuppance, actually.
It would have been a comeuppance because 1, you brought us into this damn cave, got everyone killed, and 2, you accidentally killed the one girl.
I could see that.
So
So you weren't aware of that whole insinuation?
No, not until you
Okay.
told me.
Okay. At least that was my take on it. Because, I mean, that's legitimately what Juno says, is we all lost something in that crash. Maybe there's more to it. I don't know.
Well, you are saying more to it.
Yeah, that's as much as I know, so.
I don't know. Maybe it had something to do with that her necklace with the thing written on it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it. But yeah, it takes like 20 minutes for this movie to actually get started. That's when they go into
It
the
takes
cave.
almost an hour to get anything good.
Like I said at the beginning, I'm not going to be negative to this review. I will say the last 20 minutes of it is really good. So that's when
Fair.
stuff is actually happening in the movie. But like majority of the movies, they get trapped in the cave because like they go through a small tunnel and the small tunnel collapses, and they're then trying to find a way out.
Which would be a nightmare scenario.
Yeah. Oh, I would have fucking. I probably would have killed Juno right there. Right after the thing collapsed.
You bitch. Do you see what you got us into? Guess who's not making it out?
But another thing this movie does too is it builds up its monster. Like you can hear them at first, and then you catch a sight of them before like the whole movie turns into everyone trying to run away from them.
This movie does an excellent job of building suspense. That is for damn sure.
Yes, it does.
Especially when they first see it on the camera. Like then you're just like, oh shit, it's about to go down.
Well,
Okay, let me just grab my infrared, instantly switches to night vision, and then sees it.
It's not only that too. It's like the very first time we actually get to see it. So whenever Sarah goes down that cave alone, and then got our full light on it, and right before I think Juno comes in, it's like, oh, there's something over there. Like, nah, it's not. Of course,
Yeah, that's true. We do get a full picture there of it.
Yeah. Good thing the monster waited till pensions got high enough to actually do something.
See, it's a smart monster. Kinda.
There were some problems with him. Like, I just like, okay, what the hell are they? Like cave, I guess like cave goblins.
You know, I gotta say, for the first, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes of the movie, I would say it's more so for building character, like character relations than anything.
It is.
'Cause, yeah, it's boring as shit, but it does build a little bit of a relationship between the characters.
Yeah, it sets up the notes between the characters. Like, oh, here's the two sisters. Here's the adventurous girl who's very daredevil-y, and here's the generic girl.
Generic girl.
One word.
And here's the one that's gonna get herself killed first. You saw that coming a mile away, didn't you?
You had no freaking personality.
No.
Well, actually, wasn't Holly killed first?
Oh, Holly's the one that broke her leg when she ran off. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the generic girl, Becca, I think her name was. No, Beth. That was it. Still, though.
I thought the cast was great in this movie.
The cast was definitely great.
I can see your complaints 1,000%. Like, I can see that. But there are some things I gotta say about this movie that did exceptionally well. The cast. I thought the acting was really, really well. Yep. The lighting in this movie is fucking phenomenal. Yep, what they do with lighting.
Yep, the Ryan thing.
Yeah, the Ryan thing.
Yeah.
See, Ryan would appreciate this movie fully if it didn't have the jump scares.
I mean, that's the big thing, too, is that they're kind of going for, I'm not going to say found footage, but yeah, they want to keep it where it's the only lights you see are the ones they're like actually using, like the lamps on their head and flares and the glow sticks.
And they do such a good job of that in this movie, and I think that helps build the suspense.
It does.
That by the time the monster starts coming around, it's easy to get jump scared in this movie.
Well, the movie sets it up.
Yeah, I mean, it does a really, really good job at being a horror movie.
Walking through the woods, like, oh no, burst of crows out of nowhere.
Here's your sign.
Look at all these cave walls. Ooh, oh, bats. Oh.
You know, my ass would have been backtracking when they first see a sign of it, and there's the bloody fingerprints on the wall. Be like, yep, something else is in here. I'm out.
Sarah didn't even bother to mention that to everyone. Hey, there's like some claw marks on the wall.
Yeah. By the way, there's some pretty fresh blood on this wall, so
I want to get out of here. Might be a mountain lion or something in here.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I ain't sneaking up on a danger kitty. Yeah, I knew this was going to be a different one. And we won't typically touch horror movies like this, so I was curious to hear your take on it. And I can completely agree with the beginning being slow and boring as shit, but it does do that character development and relationship building. So it gives it the tension that we need towards the end of the movie.
I mean, that they should have just cut out the whole family dying thing. Like I said, you didn't need, that was completely unnecessary and went absolutely nowhere. It's not.
It scared you for nothing, is what you're saying?
Like I said, it just adds nothing to the movie. It's not like Sarah has like some like vision, like delusional vision, hallucinations sometimes, but like it adds absolutely nothing to the movie. I thought like if they're gonna be doing something like trapped in the cave thing, she's probably gonna be seeing the ghosts of her dead family. Like, nope,
you're gonna see cave goblins.
Yeah, it goes into cave goblins, which have absolutely nothing to do with that plot.
Nope.
But like they should have really brought someone in and rewritten the first 20 minutes, make it more engaging, establish a bunch of the characters.
Yeah, because it would be a shame to fall off on such a good movie for 20 minutes of boringness.
Yeah, well, there's probably been people who've caught this on TV or something, saw the first 20 minutes and gave up on it.
Mm-hmm. I could see that.
But I mean, just my main complaint. Like I said, this just ain't my kind of movie. Like it does stuff really well. Like Jeremy mentioned, lighting, casting's good, acting. Just remember, this is a British movie, so get ready for British accents.
The action is good in this movie too. Like did you ever feel? Let me ask you this, Cody. Did you ever feel that these were girl bosses?
No. It felt really well. Well, four of the characters were meant to be slaughtered, and it just came down to Juno and Sarah kind of fighting. But it was like
are both physically fit women.
Yeah, Juno knows what she's doing, and Sarah kind of has a small character arc of going on a rampage type thing, which I believed. But like every fight that like Sarah was in, like especially with like the lady cave goblin, like it felt real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this movie makes girl bosses without doing it over the top like Marvel movies these days.
Yep. MCU is what they call it.
The MCU. Yep. I don't know. I just love this movie. I
Yeah.
always will. But like I said, it's been a long time since I've seen it, but I still remembered everything.
I will say though, my favorite scene was whenever Juno and Sarah were both fighting the cave goblins together at the end of the movie.
That was epic.
Because that
I like that. And when Sarah goes feral, when she lets out that womanly roar, it's like, oh, shit's about to go down.
I guess that's kind of her character arc.
I mean, I guess there is world building with exploration through the cave, but as far as like cave scenes go, there's a couple that really stood out to me. One, when they're crossing the chasm and they find that old piece of climbing equipment and they realize that they haven't been the first ones down there. That's a super awesome moment. Also, when they go into when Sarah's in the room with the lady goblin, that room sets like how brutal these creatures are.
Where did they get that much
Nothing
blood?
For real, to actually make a goddamn pond. Yeah. That was some deep ass blood.
Well, for the logistics behind this, like, where do you get that much blood, and like how fresh is this blood? Because that shit would probably dry up really quickly.
Yeah, or at least congealed, not just like the top film layer congealed. Like that shit would be thick, you would think. But nope.
We're nitpicking now.
Well, we have to. It's what we do. But it does set like how brutal these creatures are. They're just bloodthirsty. They'll eat anything.
Yeah, they're feral.
Yeah, bodies on bodies on bodies are in that room.
It kind of makes sense whenever you see that torn up moose at the beginning of the movie the crows were on.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of says, once you know, like, oh, you get dealing with these like feral cave goblin things, then like that's where that came from.
I do have to be a complaining boy about one thing. The ending. Not the ending itself, but how the fuck have people have not seen these creatures? Being that close to a goddamn road.
They're probably more night creatures. Since they're blind and they kind of infer that they use echolocation, they probably only come out at night.
Okay, we'll give it that. And there could have been a time lapse between the escape and getting to the road. They're not going to show us, 40 minutes of her running through the woods.
But Jeremy, she didn't escape the cave. Apparently that scene's like only available in the UK version, which is the one we watched.
Yep.
I was like, okay, what was the point of that? We're doing the stupid hallucination thing again.
Mm-hmm. Did that throw you for a loop? Like, were you expecting that to be a hallucination?
No.
Pretty wild, huh? I will go out there and say this in spoilers. Cody, I'm sure you've already seen that there is one in existence, but there's a part 2 to this.
I saw that.
Which, in my opinion, they don't need a part 2 to this movie. I don't remember a ton from it.
Well, I'll take your word for it. I don't have to see.
Yeah, I won't make you watch that one. Just stick with this one. This movie was good enough as it is. And you survived enough jump scares. Cody, let me ask you, how many jump scares got you? Was it till you figured it out? Like, okay.
Till I figured out the fucking pattern. Your calm scene and calm slow scene and like, oh.
Good surprise. All right, let me ask you this one then. What scene did you jump at the most? Like, what was the hardest core scare?
It was either the fucking crows or like whenever they climb up the thing and they're around the bones and then they turn on the infrared and they're looking around that fucking cave goblin standing right behind them. I
can legitimately say out of all the jump scares, I think it was that one with the camera that got me the most when I first watched this movie.
Like, what the fuck is that thing? You don't even expect it. Like, just sitting there standing casually right behind them. All right, time to ask the question, Jeremy. Which girl would you want to bang the most?
I knew this was coming up. The most, that'd be tough. That'd be between, I don't know, take all, jeez, almost all of them except for Holly.
Oh no, I'm gonna say Holly. Those kind of chicks, they fuck like chipmunks.
The one that breaks her leg, the one that runs away?
Yeah.
I think Juno would be the one that fuck like a chipmunk.
No, Holly would fuck like a chipmunk. Juno would be a close second, though.
All the above. Cody, what about you?
Like I said, I'll take Holly.
I'm just happy there's a certain segment you're not doing.
Yeah, well, we're not doing Boys in Action because I would survive the movie.
Well, no.
I would have never gone into a...
Number one, it's based on women
Well,
explorers. Number
but,
2, we wouldn't fucking go into a cave that's unexplored like that
no
anyway.
way. Number 3, we don't really get to see the Lady Goblin's boobs that well.
Okay, there we go.
Hope you enjoy 99 minutes of boobless hours, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, no blue bonanza this time around.
They tease it though with the shower scene at the beginning, but
Yes, they do tease it, which is a shame because what 2000s or mid 2000s movies to late 2000s movies doesn't have boobs in a horror movie?
this one apparently.
This one, yes.
Even Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey had boobs in it.
So no boob bonanza. Spoiler.
All right, well, Jeremy, I'm past Top Gun to you because I've got nothing else.
Yeah, I was gonna say we pretty much hit on everything. We talked about favorite scenes, who do we bang?
Very important question right there.
Very important question. Spoke about some of the greater points of the movie. I don't have anything else more to add to it. Honestly, it's just, to me, this is a great horror movie. This is horror done correctly. And I love horror movies. Cody, I know you don't. But would you... Oh, we'll save that for the ranking. I'm just curious how you're going to rank this.
All right, so Jeremy, final thoughts?
Great horror movie. Done correctly. Worth the watch. Survived the first 20, 30 minutes. Promise you'll be worth it if you love horror movies.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not a fan of horror movies, but if you like horror movies, this probably might be your thing. Just if you got claustrophobia, probably don't watch this movie.
Yeah, even I'm claustrophobic watching this.
Yeah, just be prepared for jump scares and stuff. All right, let's scale it. So today we're using the normal Freddy versus Jason scale. So Jeremy, a scale of the first Friday the 13th movie to Jason X, which is the Jason in space one. Where would you rank this movie?
I'm going to put this 2 cave goblins.
No, wait, hold on. I messed the scale up. Friday the 13th is the Jason movie. The top of the scale is Nightmare on Elm Street. That's the Freddy movie.
Oh, damn it. All right, that's fair. I'm going to put this 3 cave goblin notches underneath the top of our scale.
How big is the cave goblin?
Mid-ish size, like those ones that we saw in the movie.
Okay. I'm going to rank it. I don't watch horror movies, so I'm going to leave it unranked.
There we go. Okay, since you're not going to rank it, I do have to ask, did you at least enjoy the movie?
I enjoyed the last 20 minutes of it.
There we go.
Like, I'm not kidding you. Like, the first 20 minutes of it were just so awful. I was checked out for the longest time. Like, I was looking at stuff in my second window while I was having it. And I knew I was going to give Jeremy an earful. But the movie improved a lot. Like, halfway through, the movie really improved. And the last 20 minutes are really, really good.
Hey, that's fair as fuck.
Like, trust me, I was watching the timer on this movie very closely.
I bet you were. You were just getting ready for a punishment.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening to our episode of Tairimo Boys podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell us what you would do if you were trapped in a cave. Don't forget to ring the motherfucking bell. Stay tuned for more episodes.